Hello guys, here's another backtest session. I'm in 2013 on the daily time frame, and today's date is the 20th of February, daily time frame. So obviously price has been trading bullish the past few weeks, and let's see where we are in the lay of lands. What we have is a push, and currently short term the workflow is bearish, but we're still in an uptrend, so I'll mark out to what to me is the current dealing range. To me is this right here. There's a dealing range, and what do we have at equilibrium? We have this order block, we have some equal lows, and further down in discount we have this value gap lining up with the 75% level. Yeah, so price stepped into discount respect to this order block. Let's take the bigger one like that. Respected it has now shifted. Looks like the upside, but still order flow is bearish, so there may be a small retracement. So let's look at the 4 hour. As you can see, the 50% level extended right. So it's been respected very nicely, but here we are on the south side of the curve. They might argue that this is the original consolidation, 50% level, and then terminus. So now we have reversed. So on the 4 hour, we have this dealing range from this high to this low right there. That makes it another color. And since we are bearish, we'd like to see some bearish action again in this time frame, because what I see here is are those equal lows right there. I think that is very lovely liquidity, and also we are on the sell side of the curve, and also on the daily. I don't want to see this on the daily. So, and also on the daily, I think it wants to take this liquidity because those lows are too nice. There's lots of liquidity resting below there. So therefore I'm thinking, and order flow still bearish on the daily. So let's look on the 1 hour. Same story. We're in this bearish dealing range. So let's look at the 15-minute together with the 1 minute, so we can start backtesting. So yeah, we are in deep premium, and we're starting here at the London session. As you can see, 2 o'clock in the morning. Asia made this high and made this low right there. So let's mark those lows, highs and lows out. Asia high. I don't have Asia high here. Okay. And Asia low. Asia low has been swept before London starts. London is already above opening price. So maybe we can reach the monthly open before we see a reversal. My plan is to let London do its thing and see if I can capture the reversal, because high time frame is bearish. But 15-minute is bullish. So now London is consolidating. And what I'd like to see is that it will take out this liquidity, the buy side liquidity. So now we're at the opening price. So now it took all those liquidity out. And there is this order block on the 15-minute. So what we have now is bearish price action, obviously. So we're back at the low of Asia. We're now back above opening price seems to be hold. And we could take a long if we see some nice displacement. So what do we have so far? We have this order block. Price created the bearish order block on the 15-minute. That might be a Judas swing. The 50-minute dealing range is at this moment is this. I forgot to. This is at this moment the 15-minute dealing range. And look where price is now. Price has now created relatively equal lows at equilibrium. So I'm expecting price to get up a bit and then take out those lows and maybe makes another reversal. But let's see, it's interesting to see where price is now. So this is Asia low again. And I'm going to remove this because the high of the dealing range is Asia, also Asia high. So price has now been accumulating. Where is it accumulating? Well, we took out all those lows, this low and that low, relatively equal lows, we took them out. We did not take out the very low. Also, this very low was a turtle soup, and the low was created by this high or this high, and it was almost taken out because also here we have relatively equal highs. So price is now trading about the open midnight opening price, still going sideways, and now we have displacement. So my guess is now that it wants to take out those highs. There we have our fair value gap. So I'd like to long this. I'm not sure I will get an entry, but we'll see. Target that I have for 1-to-1. Maybe I'm hoping for something like this. Why I want a limit order. So now I'm tagged. This could also be a liquidity grab of those equal highs. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like it was a fake out. Or not. I'm not sure. Took a lot of heat. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, my stop's still there. Okay, so price. I'd like to take off some and move my stop to the low of this value gap. I don't want the price to trade any lower than that. Okay, so what did price do? At this moment, we have created a order block. And there we have it. Okay. So price is now in a bigger range. This is now the range, this is range high, the range low. And I think if you measure it, you'll see some nice things going on. As you can see, setting price level gets respected there. Here it finds support at 50. So let's see what happens next. Okay, there we have. So price failed to take out this high. I was expecting it to take it out for liquidity, but now looking back at it, it took all those bodies out until this one. So this was a respected high, protected high. And now we have lunch. So let's see. I think it's going to go for this low, so I'm going to extend my dealing range. This is a very nice low, or maybe it goes for these lows that we now have entered the sell program. But let's see on the 1 minute. So now we took out Asia low, very nice. And let's go to fast forward a bit to 7 o'clock. So here we are. So lunch. So London was consolidating. Then at the end of the London session, it expanded lower, and lunch continued that move. Now we took out these equal lows, tapping into this fair value gap, and now we are in line with the high time frame, right? So if we go back and we look at the daily order flow was bearish. This could be our doll, this low right there, the swing low. Make it green. Called our doll, and make this green also, so like this. Okay, and show the whole time frame symbol. So this could be our draw liquidity, because we're now trading also in this order block. So let's go to the 15 again and split the screen. So now the 50-minute is lining up with the high time frame order flow. So now we can start to look for shorts. We just took out those equal lows right there. And this is start of the London session. So I'm waiting for some kind of 50-minute reversal or pullback rather. No, not the cleanest price action. It's just consolidating. And there comes news. Not sure what kind of news it is. I can click on it, of course. Producer price index. Producer price index, okay. So it can do two things. News is in about 10 minutes. So it can go up, take out the liquidity, and after the news go lower, so to manipulate. And the other move would be just straight to the downside. So now we are inside this fair value gap and this. So my bet now would be that price that the news event goes low. Or yeah, takes out all this sell side first. So this is the pullback that I wanted to see. We are in this dealing range, this high to this low. So I'd like to see a reaction, the price taking out these highs before taking shorts, which it does right now. So it takes out now the current session high, and now it can find resistance or support to push price lower inside this fair value gap and these old lows. So if you have a break, strong break below this low, okay, going up deeper. We are trading into this order block. And maybe if you measure the move from here to there, you're not touching equilibrium there, because a full candle at this order block right now. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, so I'm looking for this low to break with speed. This is nice price action. Not really speed going on here. I don't see. Right, so this is a low. This low now, but broken with speed. Left the fair value gap, finding resistance at this low, so reading it. So I'm going to short this one. Stop above opening price. Target is low. Maybe even lower, but for now this is just fine. Maybe I can target this low. Right. Gonna enter the market. So now we are reacting to this order block. This one. Yeah, taking off a small position and have my risk. Nope. Okay, was worth a try. Because I went with the order flow, I saw displacement breaking a low in the subset of the curve. So maybe it wants to retrace deeper. So now I took out those equal highs. Now with displacement again. So let's try this again at the market. So I don't want to break this low, so this is not protected low apparently. I'm not sure. So now here we are again. So I'm gonna take off some of my positions, have my stop. I really want to, yeah, exactly. I would say I really want to see this place lower now, and there it is. Okay. Well, the direction was right. I was just a bit too early, or maybe my stop loss was too tight. Yeah, I put my stop here. Maybe I didn't have to change my stop at all. Yeah, so anyway, it was a good trade outside of New York session, but it only closed, but it's fine. And there we go. Yeah. So let's see where we are in terms of price. So we had this big consolidation for 1.5 day. So obviously this was a fake move to the upside, so maybe we can see it more clear in the 4 hour. Yeah. So now it created equal lows with the other side. We retraced back. We used this high to this low. We came back into discount and respected the discount portion of this fair value gap, because you can also measure big fair value gaps like this. And there you can see it found support for a little while in the last quadrant, then tapped into this big wick right there. I usually don't use this, but it's good to know of his existence. So therefore we had consolidation, expansion or manipulation, consolidation, manipulation, expansion. So now I really expect price to take out this low and these lows. So this is now gone. All right. Going back to the 15-minute again, and I'm going to the London session. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So overnight there was this big move. You see the doll for the daily was very clearly, it was hit right there. So now where we are. On the daily, price is bullish, right? And for me, we are now inside this daily dealing range. So we are now in deep discount, and we are now entering this fair value gap. It's nice. I like that the mean threshold is overlapping with the 75% level, which is confluence. So this is a bullish daily value gap. So for today, we see this low taken. It's the last low. Okay, let's call this daily low. Okay, and visible on all time frames. So now we have the potential of a reversal or maybe consolidation because yesterday was a big day. So now we can consolidate. So let's see what price wants to do. Okay, so here if we break this high, this means a shift in the market structure, which can potentially lead to a reversal. So let's see what will happen. Obviously the 1 minute is already bullish. So, but I like to see some more price action. We don't have, yeah, there is one fair value gap resting right there. So that's nice. So let's see how price is reacting to this fair value gap. It's respecting the mean threshold, which almost overlays, aligns with the daily low that got broken. Okay, so Asia low got swept. Now high time frame, this is a wick, a turtle soup, tapping into a high time frame PD array, and here we have equal highs. So yeah, my bias is now bullish. And I see this happening. We have displacement breaking a high. So I will do long this. Stop loss can be there, and my target will be something like this. We're going at the limit. That's too heavy. Yeah, too heavy. Okay. So let's see what happens. There is no, yeah, there's this order block as a final bullish. But now we took out, oh, there's this inversion fair value gap also right there. Price did not tap into it, but we did take out all these equal lows. So that was a sign that it wasn't very probable to hold. But this is stronger. Now we took liquidity. And now we have a change in state delivery again. We did not break any high yet. Really trying to follow our rules. Price is now consolidated, and now we have displacement above a few highs. And price did not break this low right there, so this makes us an institutional market structure. I want to long this. Stop it over there. Target there, maybe most of that, and then going in that market. Price was also held back by the midnight opening price, acted as resistance a few times. Now we got liquidity and creating some more fake resistance, and now we are trading through it. And also, what's now important is that now we broke this high. I wanted to say I'm expecting this high to hold. Apparently it doesn't. So this could be just a fake move, but now it has this opening price as resistance again. And there I go. Yeah, too bad. Was it a bad trade? Would I take this trade again? Yes, I do think so, yeah. I would take this trade again. But price now really broke structure now. And now we took out these lows, respecting this low again. We took out this swing high there in the middle. We created a fair value gap, so going long again. Long. There, same target. And going in the market at the limit order. Yeah, I got filled. Whoa. And I got lost. So price was not done inside this area yet. So now we took out this low. Oh, that's not working. Need to do this. Okay, so it really wants to. This is the mean threshold. We have a break here, but this is, I'm not gonna trade this. Or it could be, could try it, took out this low, so I've got punished. And now maybe, let's try it. We broke out this high, and the fair value gap now. Maybe now it wants to go there. No. I'm tagged now. And I got punished again. Trading against the order flow. Now I'd like to have market structure in my favor. Like this. We took out all those lows, equal lows, equal lows. Now those lows are taken, and these highs are also taken. So I'd like to go long, somewhere here. I don't think price wants to come back. It does want to come back. Okay, there we go. I'm tagged, which is nice. And now we have lunch. Lunch is gonna take me out again. So that was just a fake move, an order block. And now we hit the daily consequent encroachment. It's almost 7 o'clock. Now New York session has begun. Let's see what it wants to do. Maybe it's in New York and New York for London to New York reversal day. Okay, this looks promising. Broke this high with speed. Gonna take this. And I'm going to do it a bit differently. We have this swing high to this swing low. I'm gonna take it to 50%. Somewhere there. Going in at market. What we have here is we have, oh, I just noticed that there's a rejection block. So this is a turtle soup of this swing high. We took it out and we closed back in the range. This would be a first sign that price wants to take out the low that created this high right there, which is this low. So that wasn't very smart. I didn't see that at the moment. So now we have a break in market structure right there, which is nice. Okay, so we broke this high with speed. And now we've created another propulsion block. Here's the order block. And we're tapping into it, and now we see expansion again. And now let's see what happens. We have, okay. Price kind of is consolidating, but yeah, let's see what happens. London was wild. Okay, so price is pretty far in, as you can see. Going break even now. There's lots of structure here. Oh, in 1 minute. No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. On the other hand, no, I'm going to trade. We must stop there. Okay, now I'm taking a bit off. What time is it? It's almost. Oh, there's a news event here. So it could be a fake move just before the news. Yep, there it is. Okay, so this was actually a nice trade. So I was early every time here, especially here somewhere where I saw a break of structure here. I was too early because I had no proof that this whole low would held. I only had displacement above this high. And when I'm taking this trade, what I noticed, what I had in my bag was the fact that price did not take out this low. And after that, it is placed higher above this swing high or this high. So those were the signatures, and we also took liquidity, some more sell-side liquidity. So that's something I need to pay attention on. And I think this was good. I think the trade, therefore this trade worked, it was better. Trade obviously is in a discount and trading its way up, reacting from a daily bullish value gap. And now we see in London close, we see the displacement. So let's see the price went to, well, if you mark out this value gap right there, you see price is touching the consequent encroachment, and then obviously there is some rejection. But you might say also on the 50 minutes, if we let's move all this stuff This one also. Well, I did it like the support. 1 moment. This line. Yeah. So we broke it here, and then it kind of acted as support. You can see here, once it broke, oh, there's a fair value gap resting below it. That's, yeah. It's also, look where the bodies are closing and touching at the, yeah, it's very nice. I didn't notice the fair value gap, but that's actually a very strong signature when a high gets broken and that high has a fair value gap accompanied with it. That is a strong support area. So let's see what price will do. Let's go to London session and see what price did. Okay, so let's expand this a bit. All right. This was here, here's my trade. I took it from this. Oh, here's my trade right there. Okay, so price came into a premium of this range overnight. This was our dealing range. Price traded into 50%. Therefore, this is where I set my TP. Price tapped into this fair value gap and then sent the price lower. But look what price did here. Price took out this low, but it immediately traded back in the range. So this is a turtle soup, meaning that price is potentially very bullish. So now the dealing range has now extended to this low because it took out these lows also. Took out the sell side, the buy side, took out the sell side. So this is now my new dealing range. Let's remove this one and remove this one. Yeah, so this is now also still the daily fair value gap we're trading inside. And yeah, let's see for the next backtest session what happens. Thank you for watching. Until next time.